are all the business moms at? I don't know. Where are you guys? There's a lot of need for you. A lot of need, guys. Literally, like once you become a goat, you literally will find opportunities for how to make money out of air. It's just, it's that crazy. So I know many business moms are actively working on their business, trying to grow their feudal kingdoms, earn a little bit of extra income here and there, take care of their pets, cats, kids, and dogs. I get it. But at the end of the day, guys, what many of you are getting is freelancer mentality type of workforce that is not really creating an impact of your bottom line. Once in a while, you may get somebody who's like, yeah, I'll be able to do that, or I'll do this for you, or I do that for you. But that's not what really many business moms are looking for. What they're really looking for is not an app, not a one specific task, or like a daily transaction. What they're looking for is accountability, responsibility, and of course, results. That's basically what moms, over 40 business moms, are looking for. Strategic results, and of course, peace of mind. And I get it. I get it. It's hard to get people like that. And sheesh, for the longest time ever, I was trying to get people like that too. And let me tell you, that was like trying to solve a murder mystery. Kind of in those types of mentality. Jeez. uh, all I gotta say is do the following, guys. If you want access to those types of people who produce results for you, all you gotta do is send an email to info@highpeace.com. See what we offer. See how you can get connected with such people who produce results. The type of folks who are not just freelancers, although we do have freelancers like as well. But what we focus on the most on is not just one type of individual, but a combination of different types of individuals that can produce way better results than if you were to try to do this on your own. Now, how many different ways are there really to produce any kind of impact? Well, there's, you could get a freelancer, you could get a collab with somebody, but, there's kind of one level, one single plated collabs without multifaceted based of multifaceted, strategic, synergetic reasonings for you to do something. I don't really see anywhere unless you find somebody who's a Twitter founder who knows how to integrate these business strategies across multifaceted digital landscapes. And of course, that is what we focus on, making it easier for business moms to unlock those tokens of opportunities, to unlock an opportunity to be connected with other feudal lords and freedom founders who can create that impact on your bottom line strategically while embedding multiple objectives and needs. Overarching missions of our talent agency, just to make sure that we don't fall into AI psychosis or social media addiction. In combo with all sorts of other bells and whistles and elements. Guys, in order for you to confidently traverse the digital landscapes as you build in your business, in order for you to successfully do that, all that is needed is the correct guidance. Without guidance, guys, it's like trying to solve a murder mystery. Heck, triple murder mystery. So I know, many of you guys are like trying to find hope, trying to find hope, looking everywhere. And guys, the hope doesn't just randomly appear out of nowhere. The hope is created. It's all connected to neuroscience, guys. It's all connected to your memory. It's all connected to whatever you thought of happening before and not working for you, and comparing that to whatever it is that you're trying to get to, and then analyzing yourself and be like, yo, how come I ain't making, how come I ain't making bread? How come I ain't succeeding? and gearing yourself in the direction of success. Guys, success is not like a one trick pony. Success is a combination of multidimensional reasonings that are integrated across multiple pipelines and life cycles, tight and tightly coupled with strategic objectives, backed up by data, and not only data but reasonings tied to a very good vision. And of course, how do you get those types of people? How do you get what you want out of people without paying money up front and instead exchanging energies? Well, let me tell you guys, if I didn't do what I did for the past 4 weeks, and if I didn't go ahead and serve the feudal lord and for like 4 weeks straight, sheesh, I don't think I would have ever unlocked this opportunity. An opportunity to finally get to be seen in front of businesses. An opportunity for my business to finally grow. An opportunity for my feudal kingdom to grow. I wouldn't get that opportunity if I didn't squabble up with other feudal lord and simultaneously also happens to be the feudal founder. So guys, look, the easiest and the bestest way for you to succeed and discover your feudal fusion path is to start serving the feudal lord. Start serving the feudal lord or an feudal founder for like straight 4 weeks, even if that, because essentially that feudal founder gets to be gets to become the feudal lord. And if you get to intercept yourself and position yourself in the middle of another feudal founder, and that's precisely what my talent agency did, guys. If you do that, the same thing what I did, trust me, guys, it's going to be smooth sailing. Now, it's on their mind. The freedom founders, they have many different missions, many objectives, many thoughts, but they pick very strategic ways to get to their mission. The key for you guys is to understand that mission and integrate yourself in the mix. Once you integrate yourself in the mix of other freedom founders' mission or feudal lords, depending who you want to serve right away. If you want to serve the feudal lord versus the freedom founder, you keep something in mind. Feudal lords are already more established. They're not necessarily going to have much time to be babysitting you or giving you the gifts of freedom or pills of freedom that allow you to crack some of those hybrid skills that are not taught in college. Freedom founders are going to be more open to collaborating, to work with one another, and grow together. The difference between freedom founders and feudal lords is that feudal lords are already established businesses and have money coming in, and they already know that whatever it is that is working for them, they want more of that, so they're willing to hire some of those freedom founders. And of course, they are also open to different types of engagements with those freedom founders based on no cost, no upfront cost, based on feudal share that includes retainer plus commissioners, extra gravy, and many other elements. Now, keep something in mind, guys. The truth is, it's very hard to break through ideal customer profiles without like breaking into your ideal customer's profile and their profile. you gotta you gotta use transitive properties of mathematics when breaking through anybody's vision, mentality, or any kind of goals in order for you to conquer their feudal needs and wants. But to pull this off, you need to be there in front of them together, cultivating that feudal kingdom, growing one feudal land at a time, and integrating multiple business opportunities in the mix to stand out, creating reels, creating short threads that are instantly flashing in front of other people, sniping other digital moms real quick, and including your including some of their elements that you were missing. Doing that in parallel while building your sales pages, while building your funnels, integrating AI bots in the mix, and getting through to your ideal customer profile through strategically aligned, oriented objectives while you're building your business. Now, those objectives you get to discover in context of building relationships with people, in context of showing up constantly in threads and other socials and showing your feudal kingdom, how it's growing, what exactly you're doing, and all of those elements. Now, guys, keep something in mind. One of the biggest mistakes that I see moms over 40 do is the fact that they don't trust their inner selves. They think that they're going to continue scrolling until they find safety. The problem is we live in a world where you can't afford anymore to be just continuously scrolling to find the safety. In the fast-paced world of AI, it's no longer good enough to be waiting until you feel safe because opportunities they move fast, and if you don't jump on it, boom, it just slips away. So if you're a stay-at-home mom or a bougie boss mom or a business mom who wants to be that boss mom, who wants to be the feudal lord, the next wave of creators, the ultimate feudal lord, if you want to become one, email info@hypeism.com. Once you register there, the verification is going to be $20. That will give you a token of opportunities of being able to connect with other people strategically. As we develop those strategic relationships, we are in a combining mutual lots of reasons with other people using technology to make it easier for you to be in front of them. So if you're a small business and trying to get a grant but don't have grant, we do have grant writers on board who's ready to help you get that grant. And then when you have that money, you can hire a bunch of strategical experts that can do a little bit more for you. Create synergy, create that uplift that other people that you're waiting for. Perhaps you're waiting for a partner with an investment uplift. Well, if you continue looking for that partner, you may never find one unless you squabble up with some of those strategic um, folks, with those freedom founders with strategic skills who can create that investment uplift. And of course, guys, I know many of you struggling, and unfortunately, guys, I see many moms who continuously struggle all the time. They rarely ever pause and think like, "Oh my God, I just wish I paused and listened all the way through to this workshop because if I did, I would have finally unlocked an opportunity of a lifetime." And of course, because that doesn't happen, and how come it doesn't happen? The reason why, guys, is simple. Many moms over 40 are waiting to feel safe. Unfortunately, guys, that moment never comes because new multidimensional, high cardinality, heterogeneous complexities start intertwining themselves into your feudal need and feudal want, and unfortunately, you never find that safety net, and then because of that, you end up scrolling to infinity and end up never starting, and end up becoming a process prisoner, holding yourself hostage to a never-ending loop of continuously scrolling to infinity and not discovering freedom that you've been seeking for all along but could not unlock simply because you were trying to find something extremely relevant to you at that particular moment, but you did realize that the world of AI was moving so fast that the probability of finding that is extremely something relevant to you is slim to none. As a result of that, you continuously fall into the mind virus and end up being a process prisoner. Unfortunately, guys, I mean, many moms over 40 become victims of a mind virus and falling into AI psychosis, social media addiction, waiting to infinity, trying to get their business seen. Well, you don't have to be trying so hard, guys. All you need is to email info@hypeism.com, register on our network of sites. Our network of sites allows you access to Hypeism and many of our communities that we created a strategic relationship with that can help you grow your business quicker. As soon as you register, you get verified on Hypeism. Our verification fee is only $20, but it's a lot better than struggling to find your next client. It's a lot better than being stuck for months, years, heck, I don't know how long it will take you guys. But for us, it took 2 years. 2 years. Can you imagine that? Now, guys, we're getting close to 30 emails per hour. Gotta be bunkers, guys. 30 emails per hour. I'm like, man, as soon as we started getting so many insane leads, we are like, oh my God, we gotta add a $20 fee. So, guys, look, Um, yeah, I mean that's how it works, guys. You scale, you get lean and mean, you include your fee, and the rest is just smooth sailing. If you like this workshop and want to learn more about hypeism and how you could be a part of our network of closed, our closed network of freedom founders and feudal rulers, then simply send an email to info@hypeism.com, and the price to get verified is $20. Plus, if you refer somebody as a friend who is interested in developing non-freelancer mentality in order to build that their business faster and get connected with all sorts of grant writers, all sorts of other folks who will provide better opportunities for their business growth, then definitely, guys, take a look at Hypebeast. Plus, you're going to get access to our Thread Stack, the digital power bundle, which is only $14.99 per month, providing that you're registered Hypebeast member. Otherwise, it's $79.99 per month. And of course, guys, we do have Feudal Incubators and Freedom Fusion System CRM that you could also use the same CRM system that our talent agency uses to take control of the leads because we're getting so many leads and we'll be like, oh my God, we got to do something, otherwise we're gonna go bonkers. So guys, and of course that's what we do. Our talent agency helps you get set up with those unique automations for your business and also help you get connected with other people. Plus, we have feudal incubators where we train you for how to sell on TikTok Shop, for how to build your own feudal kingdom, and either keep it or flip it. And we make it very easily obtainable. Those skills, those hybrid skills, you could learn more about it by visiting our workshops, our Freedom Fusion Flip workshops, and get ahead of the game, guys. Once again, guys, my name is Ron Wells, and I'm 21st century freedom rider, former certified math teacher for the state of Connecticut, full stack cybersecurity and cloud engineer. And this year, I looked up in my portfolio and I had over $1 million. And sheesh, that has nothing to do with whatever it is that I'm doing here. Just for that reason alone, you'd be like, sheesh, I better go ahead and follow this dude. but but I never try to flex. I never do any of that, guys. Instead, I just tell you, look, at the end of the day, you make as much money as you wanted to, providing that you connect with the right people. That's what we do. That's what our talent agency does. People have school today. Yes, yes, absolutely. People go to school 100%, and yeah, hopefully they'll watch this workshop after school after they get out of school. I know it's snowing and it's a beautiful day, and I know it's kind of turning into rain. And yeah, guys, at the end of the day, what can I say? I mean, school is all good and great, but in ThreadStack and on HighFish, you get to learn some of those hybrid skills that are not taught in college. And unfortunately, those skills, like if I tell you the skills, like there's the probability of those skills being taught in school is literally like slim to none. Just ask yourself, did you have a teacher who would show you how to thread stack your way to freedom and create synergetic business relationships while building interactive games across multiple socials like TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Buy Me Coffee, and many of those socials in a way that will help you have fun, enjoy yourself, and make money in the process while preparing yourself with even stronger skills that will allow you to land a better job and increase your chances of getting a job in the corporate world? Probably not. Now, guys, look, the point I'm trying to make is you need hybrid skills. Those hybrid skills are obviously you guys can learn. It's not hard, but it's not it's not going to happen on without without doing this together in cohorts in gamified cohorts of well organized people like Cartel. Cartel is very organized, and we can kind of tell what kind of results they're getting. In fact, we try to mimic exactly what Cartel does, but in a world of gamified cohorts across socials. And boy, oh boy, we started getting explosive results. I mean, sheesh, no leads for 2 years, and all of a sudden we're getting 30 emails per hour. Sheesh. This is exactly the energy that you guys would get once you learn some of those skills. Now, just by joining Hypebeast, that's not guarantee you. It's not going to give you any guarantees that you're going to succeed right away or anything like this. Hypebeast is more of a way for us to see. Hypebeast is more of a way for us to be able to build this relationship with you as a person in order to show you in front of the right people. So this way you can have a greater chance of success. But whether or not you can see is entirely relevant based on many different criteria. How much time are you spending on threat stacking your way to freedom, uh, developing up stacking skills, TikTok sniping skills? How much time are you spending on sniping digital sys reels and creating your own reels while integrating the mutual dots of reasons across your partners and heck us as well if you wanted to be our strategic partner? And of course, there's many other elements that go into play, but those elements they become like a snowball effect over a longer time period. They become compounded. And of course, you don't get to recognize or see any of that until you actually do it. And of course, to get to do it consistently, you need encouragement, accountability, and support. And of course, none of you are getting that. And instead, kind of scroll into infinity, going to the next thing, looking for a safety blanket, but never finding them, becoming a process prisoner, falling into AI psychosis, social media addiction, and the rest, well, the rest you guys already know the story. Feeling, staying broke is, trying to do this is hard, but being broke is harder. So, guys, look, I make it super easy for you to understand. Hello, guys, hello. And we got incredible, incredible people from overseas, from Germany, from different countries. I absolutely love it, communicating with many different people. And that gives me some sort of hope that you guys are learning. And for me, as a person, I already succeeded many, many, many times over and over again. Um, I'm mostly doing this for fulfillment, and of course, also doing it for like that feeling that I got before I was born. And of course, some of you probably be like, "How do you know the feeling?" I'd like to get some tea of that. Well, guys, you see, when you were born, and you probably recall that for the first couple of years when after you were born, that you just couldn't really fathom the feeling of being in a human body. The feeling you were just you felt like there was nothing to care for. You didn't have any worries. You weren't scared about anything. You were just kind of like you wouldn't really have any worries. Like you didn't care about anything. Have you ever tried to philosophically ask yourself why that is? How come you didn't have any worries? Why? Some of you would be like, well, my brain wasn't developed. That's why I didn't really, you know, I was just born. I didn't really have any worries. Not the part about the brain not being developed, but why? What were you doing before you were born? Guys, look, the bottom line is you existed in a state in a flux state of present, past, and future, where caring and was no longer needed, where you didn't need to care. And when you were born, all of a sudden you had to falling into this feeling where you do have to care. But before you were born, you could deduct from that mere fact alone that you were infinite. Before you were born, you were infinite. You had the feeling you had the feeling of infinitely never being like constantly being everywhere. So